Good morning, everyone. Hey, I wanted to talk to you today about the end of the world. It seems like any program you watch, anything you look at, we're coming up on the end of the world. And you and I as Christians know that that's true. This world, and then there will be a new one. But listen, this is nothing new. 23 years ago, we had a major event that was supposed to destroy us all. And it was called Y2K. And it seems like Bill Gates of Microsoft and Steve Jobs of Apple, it seems like when these people started writing the initial software for the initial operating systems for all of our computer systems, well, they forgot all about the year 2000. And when those computers all rolled up on that date of 2 was 000, they didn't know what to do. And it was supposed to just, all the computers were supposed to crash. Everything was supposed to go into total turmoil. And we were supposed to be sent back into the Stone Age. And it turns out that Y2K was a great big dud. Nothing happened. Well, then 12 years later, we were supposed to be destroyed again. And that is the Mayan calendar was about to end. Now, the Mayan calendar ended on the winter solstice of December 21st, 2012. And according to the long count Mayan calendar, which runs 5,125 years. Well, according to this calendar, there's been 4 worlds before ours, and this one was going to end, and the 5th world was going to begin. And people, this was a big deal. I don't know if you remember back then, but I mean, it was in papers, online. Everybody was totally concerned about this Mayan calendar ending. Well, I remember going to work that morning. And as I was driving to work, I was going across the rice fields. And I asked God, I said, Lord, is anything going to happen today? You know, is there anything to this Mayan calendar? And as I was thinking that, all of a sudden in front of me, I saw the biggest, most perfect rainbow I have ever seen in my life. I mean, it went all the way across the horizon, and it was big, beautiful, and just perfect. And you know what? God told me at that very minute, He just impressed on my mind that He's in charge. He's in charge. He's in charge of all the end time events, and that I don't have to worry about anything. I just have to sit back and watch it all unfold. So, you know, there's a couple other things that have happened even before that could have ended, could have just ended us. The first one was at the end of World War II when they tested the first nuclear bomb. People, listen. When they tested that first nuclear bomb, there were scientists that said, listen, we don't know what's going to happen. When this nuclear bomb goes off, you know, if it's too big, it could literally light on fire our entire atmosphere and burn up all the oxygen. They didn't know what the effects were going to be. I mean, some scientists told them that this could end life on this planet. And they decided, well, that probably won't happen. Let's just go ahead and set it off anyway. And that's what they did. So we had this big Ebola outbreak in Africa couple decades ago. And they said that Ebola outbreak was so bad in Africa, they said if this spreads to the rest of the world, you know, it could literally end life on this planet. And then after that, we had Stephen Hawking warn us about CERN. And CERN is legit. Even I believe that those guys at CERN, it's built over an ancient demonic site. And I honestly believe that those spinning of atoms at the speed of light, that CERN could very likely open up a doorway, a gateway, and something could come out of that. And I don't know if it's opening up the place where all these demonic entities come out in the end times, but CERN is demonic. It is demonic technology, and I think they're trying to open up a portal. Time will tell what CERN does to us. And then we had Al Gore. Everybody remember Al Gore? Al Gore was saying in the year 2000, when him and Bill Clinton just were about to end their 8 years of terror, Al Gore said, listen, climate change is real, and if we don't do something about climate change, we're going to all be destroyed in 10 years. We had a 10-year window. We don't take care of climate change, we're all done. Well, that was 23 years ago, and we're still here. And also, the poles. Aren't the poles supposed to flip here pretty soon, the North and South Pole? They were supposed to flip. They're supposed to flip any day now, and that's going to do us all in. So we got that to worry about. Well, listen. This is what it says in Psalms 37:10-13. He says, for yet a little while, and the wicked shall not be. Yea, thou shalt diligently consider his place, and it shall not be. But the meek shall inherit the earth, and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plot against the just, and gnashes upon him with his teeth. The Lord shall laugh at him, for he sees that his day is coming. People, when you look at the book of Revelation, and you look at the trumpet judgments, and you look at the bowl judgments, I believe, as Thomas Horn has written about, that the asteroid Apophis that's coming at us could very well be the fulfillment. And it's going to hit Friday the 13th in what, 2029, I believe, off the top of my head. I believe that that asteroid could very well fulfill trumpets 1, 2, and 3. And when you look at that great earthquake that's going to happen where every island will flee from its place, every mountain will be brought down, people, that great earthquake could very well be a pole shift. But anyway, whatever's written in the Bible, what's written in the book of Revelation is absolutely going to happen. And nothing is going to happen to alter the earth before that time. This is what's coming up. This is what's going to happen. You know, right here in California right now, we have Mount Lassen, which is right next to Mount Shasta. That's been rumbling. They've noticed several earthquakes within the mountain, but that mountain's starting to wake up. And if that one wakes up and goes off, Shasta could go off and all the way up to Seattle. So we got tons of stuff that's going to happen. But listen, God's in control. God's in control. When more and more of these things start to happen, all we need to do as born-again believers is just sit back. Don't worry about anything. God's in control. Sit back and just watch it all unfold. That's all you can do. Sit back and watch it all unfold and do not fear. People, listen, if we're going to get hit by an asteroid or something like that, it can land right on my house. I don't care. I know where I'm going. The minute something happens, takes me out, within a nanosecond, I will be at the gates of heaven with the Lord welcoming me in. People, listen, fear not. Don't fear anything. Anything that's in the news. You know we have another round of COVID coming up. They're already talking about it in the news. There's other places in the world now that are already putting in mask mandates. And this next, you know what, that's coming out. And they're going to try to make it absolute mandatory for everybody. Good luck with that. But guys, listen. This world's about to be shaken. Don't worry about anything. Just like that big rainbow I saw. God is in control. All we need to do is just sit back, watch it all unfold. Be about your ministry. Be about winning souls for Christ. Be about your self-examination, making sure that there's nothing in your life that's not supposed to be there. Be ready. Because people, listen, things are about to get rough. You know, you guys know I hate it when I say, how much worse can it get? But people, listen, it's going to get a whole lot worse before it gets better. So guys, sit back, watch it all unfold, because that's all we can do. Anyhow, I just want to give you something to think about. Heaven or hell, you choose. Just remember, once you take your last breath, it's a done deal.